Good day, everyone. This is Michael Liberis from JurisQ.com, a legal network that answers your frequently asked questions on law from different attorneys, different practice areas, and different states. And today, we welcome back our divorce and mediation guru, Alla Kurolapnik. Welcome back.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you for having me.
Alla, we see a lot of these ads where attorneys are positioning themselves as sharks. They're pit bulls in court. Hire us. We're going to destroy your opponent. We're going to destroy your ex-spouse. We're super aggressive. What do you think, Alla? Is this a good strategy to hire a shark or somebody who puts themselves out as a shark, or it can have some negative consequences for your wallet and your divorce proceedings? What do you think?
So look, here's what I'm going to tell you. The attorney who screams loudest in court doesn't win the argument. The attorney who puts forth a good legal argument and analyzes the law as it relates to the facts wins the argument. Right. So when you say shark, in my mind, a shark means somebody who's going to, yell, right? And be aggressive and be just, not pleasant to work with. I don't think that wins anything for anyone. I think what wins a case for someone, or what gets people closer to resolution of a case or dissolution of their marriage, is hiring somebody who understands the law, hiring somebody who understands how to use the law to their advantage to explain the issues to either the parties or to the judge, right? Mm-hmm. So I think that when you say aggressive, do I think that, I've in my years of litigation, I've seen some clients came in and their spouses really did act inappropriately, right. Cutting off credit cards, selling off furniture, hiding mm-hmm. money, emptying out accounts. I right. mean, those kinds of things should not be.
They happen,
No person should stand for that. So when you say aggressive, would I recommend at that juncture you go to court and you file a motion? Absolutely. After you've tried to resolve it with the other side initially, right? Because again, the idea is, we want to keep everything status quo financially until the divorce ends, because it's a process. And I've always said this to you, Michael, it's a process. You have to figure out what we're doing, what we're dividing, what we're dealing with, value assets if they need to be valued, get forensics, if there's custody issues, get the people the kind of help they need if they want to co-parent, right. On the mediation side, get them to speak to either a family counselor or a parent coordinator mm-hmm. that can help them co-parent a child so they can avoid litigation and they can avoid forensics. So right. There's a lot that goes into understanding and finalizing the big picture, right? Mm-hmm. And when you say shark, what does that mean to somebody? Does that mean I'm going to yell louder at my opponent attorney? Well, that's not going to win me my case, right? Yeah. Does that mean me writing them a letter and calling them names? That's not going to win me the case either.
And it's going to make the attorney look bad in front of the judge, because I don't think judges also appreciate such hardball and nasty tactics.
Perhaps. I mean, it depends how you are with a judge, right? And certainly if you're ill-advising your client, if you're telling your client that it's okay to move assets everywhere, and that, once there's automatic orders that are issued, and it's okay to borrow money from, your 401k, that's not going to go over well in the court, right? So the idea is, again, I don't say play dirty. And I love it when my clients come to me and say, well, they're playing dirty. Right? They're playing dirty. And I said, but I'm not going to play dirty too. That's not the way, that's not the way to win your case. The way to win your case is to bring it to the judge, to show the judge that they're playing dirty, and then let the judge make that decision, right? Be proactive on what, gather evidence, do what you need to do. And this is in litigation, right? In mediation, certainly, I always say that there has to be a certain amount of trust between the parties if they're going to mediate, right? And if that element is missing, then the key question is A, how do I get them on the same page about that? Or B, can I get them on the same page about that? Because if I can't achieve getting them on the same page about that, then I'm not sure that mediation's ever going to work for this couple. In other words, I can make suggestions. I can say, if you don't believe it, let's have some discovery. Let's hire a forensic accountant that can show you what it would look like if you were, if we had to value these certain assets. If there's real estate, let's get a number on it. Let's hire people that can show you. And these are people that you're agreeing to hire. So, your own neutral experts, so to speak.
Right.
So let's get those people on board, because if they can show you, then and you're in a position to accept that, then we can move forward.
Right.
So the idea is, again, whether you show it to a judge who's going to be the final arbiter of the facts, so to speak, in the law,
Right.
or you show it to your spouse so that you can sort of have a meeting of the minds and continue in mediation. But I've never been a big fan of, and again, I get these countless, and it's always the same. Nobody says, be an animal or be, they just say a shark. So what does that mean? What do you want me to do? Yell out?
Sometimes our when people say sharks, they want to go aggressive into litigation and they want to prolong it. And in the end, the person who benefits the most is the attorney in prolonging a divorce proceeding, right? That's why you're such a big proponent. You advocate for mediation to get things resolved quicker. And if you want, look back at our previous videos where we talked about how mediation can help decrease that amount of time it takes to get divorced.
Right.
It could decrease attorney fees from both sides.
Right. And
Thank you so much.
I don't think that, people are prepared to pay for the sharks, right? Because you want your litigation to be with purpose. You want to go in there with not anything, but you want to go in there with saying, okay, here's where you've been wronged and I see that, and here's where the law supports you. But you can't jump in and litigate. There can't be a motion made for every single issue, because, and clients often don't understand that either. The retainers go very, very fast when you're saying jump to court. He didn't return the kids on time, or she didn't give me the money that she owes me. Jump to court. Okay, I can do that. But a motion is 8 hours of my time or 7 hours of my time. That's $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 for every motion that you want me to file. Then there's a cross motion and opposition. And people, I don't think, understand how quickly retainers go when they want these people to be aggressive and play on that level. You better be prepared. That's all I'm saying.
You said a very important thing. The goal is to separate and move on with your lives. And we talked about it before in our previous videos. Sometimes people's goal is revenge. That is not the goal. It's going to make you, maybe it's going to make you feel good in the moment, but down the road, you're going to regret it. First of all, you're going to ruin even more a relationship with your ex-spouse. Sometimes the kids may get involved. There's emotional damage. And we covered all that in our previous Q&A. So please, you're more than welcome to go back and watch. But some sound practical advice that Alla Kurolapnik gives. Alla, thank you so much for your time, for sharing your words of wisdom, sharing your experience with us. And we'll move on to our next topic in our next video, which is very practical, but also has legal ramifications. Introducing your new boyfriend, or maybe old boyfriend or girlfriend, to your ex-spouse while still in a divorce. We'll touch upon it in our next session. For now, we're going to say goodbye. The phone number of Alla Kurolapnik is on the bottom of the screen. Please call for a consultation. Thank you and have a good day.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.